Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My American brothers and sisters, you must be thinking that who are these people who today are marching on the roads of Washington DC, moving towards Capitol Hill. We as Americans today have gathered here from all across America to give a message at this Capitol Hill, our beautiful country's capital, as in 1776, when 13 representatives from 13 different colonies, they gathered at Philadelphia, and what we mark as the Declaration of Independence of America, the very message was, all men are created equal. Look towards South Asia, where 1/5 of humankind lives, and where the worst caste system, where almost 4,000 years ago, people were divided on the basis of high caste and low caste. But the Sikh nation, as founder of Sikhism, Guru Nanak, was born in 1469, 550 years ago. And the very values of Sikhism are based on equality, egalitarianism, gender equality, and justice. And look towards the history of Sikhs, that in the last 5.5 centuries, Sikhs have gone through different kind and worst kind of persecution in the hands of the rulers of the time. But Sikhism, which is embedded on the values of peace and love for all humankind, has not only resisted those persecutions, but have gone across the world to give a message of peace and love. As we are proud of this country, Sikhs came to United States of America almost in the last part of the 19th century. Still the oldest shrine, Sikh Gurudwara, as we call House of Light, is situated in Stockton, Pacific Coast Khalsa Diwan Society. Today, there are more than 500,000 Sikhs all across America. The very values of Sikhism are that always remember God, who has given us beautiful life. Always earn your livelihood with the sincere labor of love and share with the needy. And that very message of Sikhism, which goes parallel to the values of United States of America, which was founded by our great founding fathers, where the equality, justice, love, liberty, and standing for human rights of the others, that is the crux of Sikhism. We should remember that Martin Luther King once said that injustice anywhere is the threat to justice everywhere. And that very message is of the Sikhism, that Sikhs not only stand for their own rights, or in their 5.5 century history have stood for the human rights of others, but at the same time, even today, in the post 9/11 scenario, when terrorism was on its peak and many Sikhs, they themselves were subject of hate crimes, thousands of incidents of hate crimes have occurred in this country against Sikhs, but we know that sometimes ignorance is the worst enemy than any kind of prejudice, and we here are giving this message that we, 30 million Sikh nation, is a peace-loving nation. We as Sikhs, we believe in the values of human rights and justice, and this great country, which is like the beacon of hope for the whole of humankind, 7 billion people on this planet, they look towards United States of America, that from here the values of human rights and justice will emerge, and Sikhism runs parallel to those very values on which this great country was found. And today we are celebrating 320th birth anniversary of the Khalsa, which was created on April 14, 1699, in the north of present-day India, in the foothills of Himalaya, and the very message of Khalsa on its creation day was that today, today onward, you won't believe in any distinction based on caste, color, creed, gender. No discrimination will be there. And you, as the loved ones of the great God with the 5 articles of faith, you must be looking at that beautiful turbans and particularly orange color, which tells that Sikh will stand for the values of justice and truth. And the very message of the Khalsa today on these roads of Capitol Hills is that we believe in the universal brotherhood, we believe in the universal justice, we believe in the universal peace, and the very essence of Khalsa Panth is justice and love. And all Sikhs today feel proud as Sikh Americans that we who came to this country like 125 years ago, we have contributed a bit too to make this country prosperous, stable, and a beacon of human rights and love. And our hearts goes to all those brothers and sisters, those who are standing up for the values of truth and justice, as love is the crux of humankind. And we all, when even in the Western or Semitic religions, we say that God created man in his own image. That means God dwells in the creation. God dwells in the human race, and the very love of fellow human beings is the crux of every faith. And unfortunately, in the last 7,000 years of human history, sometimes the values of hatred, prejudice, discrimination, they come in the forefront, and it looks like a dark period, but we believe that ultimately values of truth and justice prevail, and this country in itself is an example that how from 1776, when the Declaration of Independence was made, how much we have traveled, and today in the 21st century, United States of America is the hope of humankind. United States of America is the beacon of values of truth and justice, which run parallel to the values of Sikhism, the great Sikh faith, which was born 550 years ago. The founder of Sikhism, Guru Nanak, was born in 1469 at Nankana Sahib, which is today is in Pakistan, and we are thankful to the Pakistan government as well that where on the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Sahib, they have opened Kartarpur corridor, as Guru Nanak Sahib spent 18 years of his life, last 18 years of his life at Kartarpur Sahib, and there will be a corridor between Dera Baba Nanak, which is in Indian occupied Punjab, and Kartarpur Sahib, which is in Pakistan, and the aspirations of the Sikh nation has been fulfilled by the present administration in Pakistan. We are thankful to Pakistan government, and we are thankful to this great country and citizens of this great country which have provided those very values of freedom. And today in the capital of United States of America, we with our Kesari flag, orange flag, Sovereign flag, and as well as American flag are marching on these roads with the message of love, truth, justice, and liberty. My brothers and sisters, we are proud of this country. We are proud Sikh Americans, and we believe that this country is a typical example that how as in a bouquet, different flowers, they make a bouquet beautiful. Different forms and species of flowers make a garden beautiful. So we as human race with the different faiths, different looks, different races, and coming from the different parts of the world, we have made United States of America as that bouquet whose fragrance goes all over. There are challenges. There are sometimes certain contrasts and certain confrontations as well. But as the founding fathers of this country believe that ultimately the values of truth, justice, liberty will prevail, and we have seen in this great country that how United States of America has shown light to the whole of humankind, and we members of the Sikh faith, we are proud Sikh Americans, we are proud human beings, and we, on one hand, now we are standing against persecution of Sikhs in present-day Indian map, which calls itself as the largest democracy on this planet. But brothers and sisters, unfortunately, in the name of democracy in India, today that kind of society is emerging, which was in Nazi Germany in the 1930s. And today in Indian map, it may be Sikhs, it may be Christians, it may be Muslims, it may be Buddhists, or it may be so-called untouchables by Brahman's decree. They are suffering persecution, but we have hope that as long as the United States of America and its lawmakers, opinion makers, decision makers, they stand on the path of righteousness and justice. And we are proud that just a couple of days ago in the US Senate, in the US Congress, there was a special mention of this special day of the Khalsa, where Sikhism has been recognized as the fifth largest religion of the world. Sikhs, those who number 30 million, and over 500,000 Sikhs live in United States of America. They came to America 125 years ago. We are proud Sikh Americans, and we are proud that values of Sikhism run parallel to the values of this great country, the dream of our founding fathers. We believe in the values of liberty, justice, love for humankind, and even Sikhs have served in the United States Army with distinction during the First World War, during the Second World War. Sikhs, very hard-working people. We are very good farmers, and our state in Indian occupied Punjab, we produce 60% of the wheat and feed to the whole of 1,300,000,000 people in India. We are the proud soldiers. The very concept of Sikhism is the concept of saint soldier. Sikh should have the wisdom of a saint and the courage of a soldier. And 550 years history tells that how Sikhs have stood for the human rights of the others. In the two world wars, over 100,000 Sikh soldiers died fighting against the values of fascism, Nazism. We have always stood for the values of truth and justice, and the same message today we are giving on this Capitol Hill, that we are proud Sikhs, we are proud of being Sikh Americans, we are proud of being human beings, and our 550 years Sikh history is a testimony to that a Sikh stands for the rights of not only for himself or herself, but for the rights of the others. When coming to gender equality, you must be seeing our Sikh sisters marching all together with Sikh brothers, and this is a message which was given 550 years ago, that God has created all as equal, no discrimination between men and women on the basis of gender, no discrimination between human beings based on caste, color, creed. And you must be knowing that how worst kind of caste system exists in India, where people are discriminated on the basis of caste, high caste, low caste people. But in Sikhism, there is no caste system. We believe in the equality of humankind. We believe in the truth and justice for all. We don't believe in conversions. We don't go around telling others that come to our faith otherwise the doors of hell will open for you. No, we believe that all individuals, they have a right of choice that what kind of faith they want, whether they want to have faith or not. We believe on the values of tolerance, justice and prosperity for all. Sikhs are very hard-working people in United States of America. They are in all fields. They are in medical field, they are in engineering, and they are serving even in NASA. And they are, once in a while, you must be traveling around with hard-working Sikh taxi drivers. And today, Sikhs are in a big number in the trucking industry. The very delicious tomatoes and vegetables of California, which you enjoy here in your homes, they are produced in the Sikh farms in California and transported from California to this part of the world by the Sikh truckers. That is the history of Sikhism in this great country for 125 years. And not only that, the first Sikh congressman, and he was first Asian, Dalip Singh Son, who was elected as congressman in 1950s. He was 3 times congressman, a very vocal congressman, Dalip Singh Son. And today also, Sikhs are all over in the different positions. In Canada, the third largest party in Canada, NDP, the leader of that NDP party is a turbaned Sikh, Jagdeep Singh. Similarly, in the Canadian Parliament, there are 17 Sikh members of Parliament. There are 4 Sikh ministers in Canadian Parliament. And here in the United States of America, we are proud that there is a U.S. Congressional Sikh Caucus. There are more than 50 congressmen, those who are part of that Sikh caucus, and that is it means to be a Sikh. Sikh believer of God is very religious in his devotion and dedication, but a Sikh understands his responsibility towards the society. Sikh believes in hard work. Sikhs are householders. They are not runaways. They don't run away from their responsibility. They will hold their ground. They will stand for the others as well. And today, in spite of the Sikhs, what they have faced in the name of hate crime, still we love this country. We love United States of America. We love our fellow American brothers and sisters, as values of Sikhism runs parallel to the values on which this great country was found. Congratulations, my American brothers and sisters. You all are witnessing this Sikh march, which is a freedom march, which tells that basic values, as we all are born as equal and we are born as free people, and where there is a freedom of expression, where you can have the pursuit of happiness, which are the basic values of America. We are looking for the same value in South Asia as well, where the minorities are facing very hard times. I usually tell here the lawmakers that what happened in Nazi Germany in the 1930s after the Second World War, the slogan went, never again, never again. But today we are witnessing same kind of cruelty, same kind of discrimination, same kind of oppression in the so-called largest democracy, which is India. In India, look at the plight of minorities in India. What Christians are going through in the northeast states of Nagaland and Mizoram. What Sikhs are going through in Punjab and other states. What our Kashmiri brothers and sisters are facing in Kashmir. Over 700,000 Indian army is suppressing the basic freedoms of people. What over 100 million Dalits, over 30 million Christians are suffering in India, and we are giving this message here as well that we believe that this country is based on the values of truth and justice. Recognize those regimes, those which are oppressive, which are suppressive, which are repressive. We have a great legacy of Martin Luther King as well, who said, injustice anywhere is the threat to justice everywhere. We need to stand for those very values. Congratulations again, and we are very feeling elated that we are being welcomed, we are being witnessed, and majority of Americans, those who don't know much about Sikhism, lately they have started knowing that what Sikhism means. You must know that in New Zealand, when a couple of weeks ago, when some mad racists entered a mosque and killed over 50 innocent people, those who were praying, that the Sikhs were the first one, those who came to the rescue. They started a free kitchen, our tradition of feeding to all, irrespective of any discrimination, reaching everywhere, wherever there is a crisis. We must be remembering when tsunami occurred, when hurricane occurred, when there was earthquake in Haiti. These turban Sikhs were the first ones. Those who reached there, they started free kitchen, they started helping others. That is the essence of Sikhism. Essence of Sikhism is love for the fellow human beings, justice for everybody. As without justice, there can't be equality. If it is just whatever the terms, a honor dictates to the servant, and servant keeps on following that, one can say there is a peace between the honor and the servant, but that is what not which Sikhi believes in. Sikhi believes that if there is injustice, there can't be peace. If there is injustice, there can't be equality. If there is injustice, there can't be a just society. That is what it means to be a Sikh, and we must remember the very preamble of the UN Charter of Human Rights. The preamble of UN Charter says that if a man is not to be compelled as a last resort to rebellion, his human rights must be protected by the rule of the law. That is the preamble of United Nations, and the same philosophy was given 300 plus years before by 10th Guru Gobind Singh Sahib, when he said that when all means to get justice may fail, it is justified for the man of the God to take to the hilt of the sword. And Khalsa, with 5 articles of faith, you are seeing turbans. These turbans are like a crown on our heads as we keep our hair and beard untrimmed, uncut. We consider our hair as a symbol of spirituality. Those believers of Bible, they believe in the Samson syndrome, that how the strength of Samson was in his hair. We Sikhs believe that the nature has bestowed us with hair. We keep our hair intact. We keep a nice comb to keep hair clean. And at the same time, we wear a small sword, which means standing for the values of truth and justice. And not for ourselves alone. Go to the Google, look at Sikhism, look at the 5.5 century history of Sikhism, that how Sikhs stood persecution in the hands of Mughal rulers in the 18th century, how Sikhs are the ones who drew the border between the present day Pakistan and Afghanistan, how Sikhs fought against the British colonialism, and even today, for the last 72 years, how Sikhs are fighting against that system which in the name of democracy is heaping atrocious regime on Christians, Muslims, Sikhs, so-called untouchables and other parts of the society. My brothers and sisters, today hundreds of Sikhs from all across America are giving a message of love and peace on these very roads of Capitol Hill, which is a venue for the superpower. When we say all world, 7 billion people around the world, they look towards this Capitol Hill, they look towards our White House, they look towards United States of America as the founding fathers of this great country. They had those very values today which make a part of the UN Charter of Human Rights, which are in the Geneva Conventions, in the Geneva Protocols, as a human being, as though we are supposed to take care of our families, our children, giving them best education, providing them the safe environment, giving them a society free of drugs and all, but at the same time, our duty towards the fellow human beings, to the fellow human beings in all parts of the world, living in more than 200 countries in the world as well, we have a responsibility. We can't say just what to me. This attitude is not acceptable. And when you look at Sikhism, Sikhism always stood for the others' rights as well. Our great ninth Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib, sacrificed his life in 1675 for the right of the Hindu to worship. It is a different story that what Hindu India today is doing to its minorities. But Sikhism believes in the values of righteousness, truthfulness, justice for all, freedom for all to practice their religion. And today, now we have entered the 21st century, we talk of the new world order, we talk of the new ideal society, but the fact of the matter is that on some things we are going back to the pre-Second World War scenario, to the scenario of 1930s, to the scenario when there was a hatred based on race, when the Nazism in Germany and fascism in Italy had its roots, and how then the whole world suffered under them. Today, unfortunately, in some parts of the world, same kind of situation we are witnessing, but we believe that with hope and with effort, hope or just night dreaming or daydreaming don't changes the values of the society. We have to stand up for the righteousness. We have to stand up for the values of truth and justice. We have to stand up for the values of all human beings and their rights. That is how we can make a change. That is how we can create a new world order which we are talking about. That is what then we will be an ideal citizens of this whole world, which is called a global village. But if in this global village, in one corner of the village, something rotten lies there, then we shouldn't forget that foul smell of that rotten corner of that golden village will come towards us as well. We can't say what to me. Nationalism is good, but ultimately humanism or humankind and the values of the truth and justice for the whole of the human race, as great Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere is the threat to justice everywhere. We need to believe in these values and work towards creating a society which is in two words, egalitarian, equalitarian, free of any misappropriation, free of any discrimination based on caste, color, creed, gender. And that society, my brothers and sisters, the Sikh society, Sikhism, which was founded by Guru Nanak 550 years ago, stands on those values of love, equality, work, honest labor, and sharing with the needy. These are the very basic values of Sikhism, and those very values are the basic values of great United States of America and its founding fathers. Thank you very much. We have arrived at our destination, and very soon there will be a rally type of discussions and all from the stage. Thank you very much. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.